Hi, and welcome to the first module. In this module, I'm going to cover user experience and give you an overview of the design discipline. I'll talk about the evolution, where it's come from and where it's going. I'll also focus on understanding user needs and business needs. It's all about a balancing act. Finally, I'll talk about user experience and other disciplines and some of the characteristics you need to have to become a user experience practitioner. User experience is in effect designing all aspects of a person's experience with a product or service. It's really fast moving, so if you actually ask 5 different people, you're bound to get 10 different explanations. So now I'm going to talk about the fact that user experience is multidisciplinary. So it's been influenced by disciplines such as graphic design, psychology, research, and anthropology, just to name a few. Now, this isn't a definitive list. There's a lot more disciplines that have either impacted user experience or vice versa. But if you have a look at this, you realize that it's all about the end user. So about human behavior, it's about how a user perceives something that's visual, it's about the cognitive behavior as well. And also user experience is underpinned by research. Research being researching what the user needs and how they go about interacting with products and services. To give you a real example of what I mean by user experience, let's take an everyday toaster. Majority of toasters are functional, right? You put a toast in, you press the lever down, it toasts, you keep your fingers crossed that it doesn't burn it. The toaster serves a function, but it definitely doesn't put a smile on your face. Now imagine the ultimate toaster, the one that has had user experience design sprinkled over the top. You press a button instead of a lever, the toast slowly moves down. Once it's finished, it gives you a bit of a reminder that it's about to finish and it's cooling the toast down so you don't burn your finger. As it moves up, it presents the toast to you. You take it off and it's evenly toasted. Now that puts a smile on your face, right? That's designing the experience of a toaster. Now let's talk about the online space. A website is typically influenced by many factors. So one of the things that influences the user experience of a website is the content, the actual information of the website. Also, the tone of voice and the language of the website is really important. Obviously, usability, the ability for you to actually complete your task on the website impacts your experience. The branding, how the website makes you feel, and also the look and feel of the website itself. The visual elements and the aspects and the graphic design. Rich content such as images and animation will also impact your experience. And also finally, the processes that you follow when trying to complete your task. And the fact that the website tries to anticipate what you're trying to do will impact your user experience. Now, considering that this subject is all about user experience in the online space, I thought I'd give you a real-life example of an online website. So, I've got a dog, his name's Obi. He's a big dog, he's about 40 kilos, but he's not fat, he's just big-boned. And I purchase food for him once a month. I go to the same online store. I often forget my username and password, so I have to search around through my emails before I find it. I log in, I know the product I want, so I have to search for it. I search for it, I find it. I go through the checkout process, enter my credit card details and address details, and I'll check out. Now imagine that same website with that same amount of user experience sprinkled on top. Imagine if I logged in and I only have to put in a 4-digit PIN because it remembers my credentials. And as soon as I log in, the product that I buy every single month is right there in front of me with a single button that says 1 click to check out. Lovely. I press it, it checks it out, it assumes and it asks if I want to use the same credit card details and address. I say yes, and voila, my job is done. It anticipates, it supports me through the process, and it really helps solidify and put a smile on my face, helping me to come back to that same website over and over again. Remember, user experience isn't a checklist. It's not a set of deliverables. It's an overall principle and understanding of good design. User experience goes beyond the interface. It helps to design the experience of the customer and the way they interact with the product or service. In effect, a happy customer means a happy business or an organisation. So in this topic, I've talked about user experience and what it is. Hopefully you have a better understanding. And I'd love to know if you've got a toaster that you really love or a website that you really love and why you love that website. Perhaps jump onto the forum and discuss it with your fellow students. In the next topic, I'm going to talk about the evolution of user experience, where it's come and where it's potentially going.